Hello friends, my name is Dhawan. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about custom list in SharePoint. So starting with what is custom list? Why do we use custom list? What are the benefits, advantages, and what are the limitations? This is all about custom list we are going to talk in this video today. Before starting about custom list, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do hit subscribe button so that you'll get notification of all of the latest videos coming onto my channel. And if you like this video, do share it with your friends and do hit like button. Let's move on to our topic, which is custom list. What is custom list? So in case of your daily routine, you do save a lot of data like your customer information, your invoice information, how many transactions you did, how many purchases you did, from where you got income, your revenue, lot of other places you do tend to save data. What are the options you take for saving data? Excel sheet. Then where do you save it? In your local machine, pen drive, or somewhere on cloud, Google Drive kind of, or any other external drive to keep your data even backed up as well so that that will not get lost. What if you need to do manipulations? What you'll do then? Then we will do some formulas on Excel or some kind of macros maximum I can think of. Consider the same scenario that I am doing a lot of expenses and I want to keep track of all the expenses. How can I do it? So in case of SharePoint, as we saw till today, we have not touched code at all. We have set up our trial tenant. We just created our site, and post our site we looked at this communication site template which we created on the fly, and then we are now going to talk about custom list. So let's see through custom list. So we have a setting icon available on our list on our site. Click on setting. We have an option called add an app. Let's click on add an app. This add an app wizard will give you a lot of options on apps. Today we are going to talk about custom list. So we'll pick custom list. I click on custom list. It is asking me to give name of the list. I will pick revenue, or rather I'll say expense list. Okay, I'm going to maintain my expenses on SharePoint. What benefit it gives, we'll talk about it. I click on expense list. So to get more room, let's close this pane. In case of expense list, by default, I get a column called title. I don't need title. So what will I do? Let's keep title as it is because this is one of the mandatory column, but I can reuse this column by renaming it. So consider this column is my serial number. I'll keep it as serial number. I'll try to make as similar as Excel. I'll keep it as serial number, add column. I'll add a column called single line of text, which is expense title. So what is your expense title? If you want to give description, you can give description. One line about this expense. One line about this expense, okay? Single line of text, enter a default value if I want to enter. I do not want to enter. More options, how many characters it can fit. So maximum number of characters we can limit from this field. We can reduce it, we can increase it. Whether this information should be unique, no, I do not need it. Or whether this information should be mandatory, we can add certain validations as well, but because I'm doing it for maintaining my expenses, definitely I will be filling up this information. So this is a required information. Yes. Do I need to keep all this information unique to avoid redundancy? We can do if required, but at this moment I do not want to touch it. Add to all content type, I am skipping it up because content type is a different topic we will touch in future. So at this time, I'm clicking on save. I have serial number, I have expense title, next column. I want to get more details. Detailed description of expense. If I want, again, we can add description. Type is multi-line of text. Default value, if you would like to keep, we would like to use enhanced rich text. So what is enhanced rich text? Imagine that I want to use some formatted data, like I got something in very good look and feel, color, formatting, border, background color, foreground color. If I would like to use the same formatting by just copying and pasting, I'll just copy that content, paste it in this field. It will automatically pick the same formatting if my enhanced rich text is enabled. If enhanced rich text is disabled, meaning if I'll click on no, if I do not want to use enhanced rich text, then in that case it will be converted to plain text. So be very mindful while using this option. Next one is append changes to existing text. You can or you do not want. It gives you the simple option that whether if I am going to edit this field multiple times, whether it will keep on appending or whether it will overwrite. Next one is require that this column contain information, whether it's a mandatory. Not really. I do not want to keep it mandatory. I click on save. Let's next add a number, amount. You want to add description, it is your wish. Number of decimal places 2. Show percentage. No, I do not want. Use calculated value. No, I do not want at this time. Minimum value 0. Maximum expense could be 1 lakh in a single transaction, obviously. Yes, this is a mandatory column. Enforce unique value. No, not really. Click on save. Okay, now next one is you want to add date. Okay, where is my date? Okay, yes, I have a date column. Hence, okay, I'll give it name. Hence made on. Okay, you want to keep date time or you want to keep include time? No, I do not want to include time. You want to keep friendly format? Yes, I want to keep friendly format. Next, do we need to add any other column? We can add currency if required. I'll say INR. I'll say currency. Type is currency. Number of decimal places. Okay, which state, sorry, which country you want to take currency. So in this case, you can pick anything. You can pick whichever is your country to represent exact currency. So in this case, I want to keep as it is, which is for US, it will be dollar, which is United States dollar. So I want to keep it as it is. Default number, I want to keep it as 0. Click on save. Okay, this is all the different options which I am trying to showcase you that you have a lot of options. Even you have a choice column as well, which even if you want to give some choice column. So in this case, in my expenses, what type of choice it is. So in this case, I can say category of expense. I'll categorize certainly like monthly expense, daily expense, quarterly, annually, or miscellaneous. So this is just to put different information. You can add values as well. If certainly you need, we can make it either enable or disable. So default value, I do not want more options. I have a lot of other options. How I want to see the UI. I want to see with drop down radio button. I want to see it with a drop down and I click on save. Okay, we have added certain columns. Now let's add a new item. Okay, in this new item title, uh, remember it's a serial number. I want to keep one expense title. Okay, so what is that? I said car loan EMI. I paid car loan EMI, which is description, and the description for this is paid car loan for the month of June. You have all those options: foreground color, background color, everything. Because we enabled rich text. Otherwise, it would have become plain text. Okay, I am just keeping some formatting. Okay, I click on save. Okay, then next one is amount. How much is the amount I paid? So I paid 10,000. Okay, expense made on which date? So now you see when I am picking it up any date, which is date, month, and year. This is the normal format. So currency, which is again it's a same field only, which is amount. But I just would like to show you that whatever the amount you pick it up, it will automatically become a currency. So to showcase, I have picked it up, and this is a monthly expense which I'm going to bear it every month. So in this case, let's refresh after adding item if it is not auto populating. So in this case, see, I have got everything. In this amount is a normal field, and when it comes to currency, it automatically picked up with a dollar symbol, so which currency you pick, it will show same symbol of that country. So this was the basic use of list. Whatever the data you used to maintain in SharePoint in Excel data, we can do the same thing in SharePoint list, SharePoint custom list. What all benefit it gives you more? First benefit, it has a massive limit of 30 million items. You can add up to 30 million items in SharePoint custom list. Yes, you heard it right. Microsoft has given 30 million items limit for one custom list. Now, if I will duplicate this tab and I'll go to site content, see, I have added one list, I have added another list. You can add any number of lists. When you will add multiple lists, every list will have capacity of 30 million items. Now, one very important thing which I would like to show you here, how many lists you will keep on adding. When you will add list, or you add library, or you add any data to your list, in this case, you will be using your site storage. How much storage is available with your site? Let's see that. If I go to site settings, there is an option available called storage metrics. Click on storage metrics. You will be able to see how much storage is being used in which option. But ultimately, I would like to show you this option, which is 25 terabytes out of 25 terabytes used. Meaning in my case, 25 terabytes is empty. I can use 25 terabytes quota of the storage, which is a default quota available as part of custom list. So sorry, as part of site. When I'll create custom list, upload content in custom list, it is going to use my site storage, which will be 25 terabytes. So imagine if my one list containing 30 million item, every item is holding one attachment as well, which is probably 10 MB each attachment. So equivalently space it consumes against my site storage quota. Let's get back to list. So now what options I have? When it comes to list, I have option of viewing list. I can create new item. I can edit item. I can edit item. I forgot to add attachment. Let's add some attachment. I'm going to add some attachment. So let's some team photo, something. I am okay. YouTube pic. which is somewhere in my downloads. I picked some random attachment, click on save, so that this attachment will be available as a expense, kind of expense, where that attachment went. Okay, this attachment is uploaded, but it is not available in this view. Let's try by editing whether it is available. Edit. See, it is already there. It is just a matter that it is not available on this UI. How to pull it up? Every custom list is divided in three different views: create, which is new, edit, and display. New. Click on new button. This is your new view. This is called view. So this one is new item view. If I select this item, this is called edit item view, which is editing my item. Last one is display item view, which I am seeing here. So my attachment option is available on create item. It is available on edit item, but it is not available on display item. We certainly can pick that as well. But before moving on to that, let's compare certain more benefit. We do have a lot of benefit in custom list which we can use out of the box. Like I can drag and drop, similar to Excel. I can drag and drop all the columns. I can shift columns here and there. I just now dragged title to first and expense to second. I can do that. So then third thing is I can do sorting. I have an option to do sorting of A to Z, Z to A. I can do that option. I have an option to add filter. Currently I have just one value. If I do have multiple values, I can do filtering as well. Let's add certain more items. Now we do have Excel like features, which is drag and drop. Okay, I have selected all the values. Just add these values. Okay, I have added everything. So okay, so one is car loan EMI, next one is home loan EMI or home loan EMI. Next one is household expenses. Let's take some baby expenses. Okay. Description, I'm not going to edit it. Let it be because I do not want to touch it. So home loan EMI is $15,000. Okay, this one is $1,000. Home loan EMI is $15,000. Household expenses $2,000. Baby expenses $500. Okay, so the same thing I want to replicate here, which will be $1,000. See, the moment I'm giving something, it automatically will pick it up. $15,000. This one, household expenses $2,000. Baby expenses $500. So it has picked up some values. I just do exit. So in this case, see, I have got 4 items. I am maintaining everything here. Now I have sorting option, filtering option, everything is there. Let's do smaller to larger, larger to smaller, filter by. So all options are pretty much available. What we can do in Excel, the same options are available here. Even if still you are not convinced, you are okay to Excel, but you are just going to store your data here. That's okay. Store your data here. Click on export to Excel. Anytime you click on export to Excel, it will export entire content to one of your Excel sheet. But hold on, we have a lot more benefits. In this case, because your data is on cloud, it will automatically get backed up by Microsoft. You need not to worry. Now we have 2 things discussed. One is Title. I want to rename title because I'm not liking title. It has to be a serial number. Second thing, let's clear out all the filters. Clear all, close. It will pick up. Okay. Filter by, select all the values, apply. It has picked up all the values. Now the very next item is this title I need to rename, and I need to make some changes on the view to show here attachment as well. Let's see through what are those options. Let's go to list settings. So this is where I have created list, but now I need to do some settings on the list. When you will be in list, you will click on setting icon. You will be able to see one option called list setting. Click on list settings. We will be going to touch few options here. Not every option, but definitely we'll be going to touch some option. List name description. You want to see name, you want to change the name, you can change it here. You want to display it on quick launch. This is quick launch. So in this case, my expense list is coming under recent. Tomorrow I'll be working on something else that will come under recent, but I do not have my expense list available here. If I want to keep it here, I'll just click on yes and click on save. See, expense list came under. It is not under recent. It is coming under quick launch. This is my quick launch menu pane. Next item which I want to discuss about delete list. We can delete it. Now, very, very important feature, versioning setting. I would like to add versions. What is that version? I'm going to quickly show you instead of explaining. I just will say yes, create version whenever we edit an item and keep up to 10,000 versions, or rather say 100 versions. 100 versions are more than enough. What is version? Let's test it up. For this item, I am going to edit. Instead of 1, I'm going to make this as 3. Save. Oh, hold on. I had to make it 2. Made it 2. Click on save. Hold on. I had to make adjustment to this text. Okay. Click on edit again and remove this additional text by clicking on edit. Remove this additional text. Save. Save this item. I have made these changes. Let's check out what is that we have changed. So if I click on, this is called ellipse. So I'll select this item, click on ellipse, look out for the option. There are a lot of options available, but I'm going to talk about version history. If I click on version history, see what is that I have done? I have created the item which was version number 1. Second version, I updated title, then again updated title, then I updated this description, and who has done it? Prince Dhawan has done it. So this is called version history, wherein I am making a versioning. What all changes has been done by whom? SharePoint is out of the box going to track everything. Isn't it interested now? Isn't it better than Excel? It definitely is much more flexible and gives a lot of advantage comparison to just an Excel. Now, you want to see, you will keep some calculations, some formulas, you'll do a lot of options, correct? Let's do something here as well. Okay, count and sum. What is this? Okay, I'll do one here. Total count. Okay. In case of amount, how many total? Okay, instead of this, let's take it up on title, which will be more meaningful. How many rows I have? 4 rows. What is the total expense? $18,500. Let's delete one item. Let's see whether it gets updated automatically. One item deleted. Let's refresh. count is 3, sum is $18,000, which automatically picked up. So you do not need to apply formulas. You do not need to think of formulas. Just come and select on your number column total sum. You want to see count, average, maximum, minimum, everything is available out of the box. You do not need to bother about anything. You just need to come and select what all options are there. So based on what type of column, it gives you different options. So in case of amount, it gives you according option. In case of some description, it gives you according option. In case of choice column, again, it gives you specific options which are available out of the box. So in this case, we have seen a lot of advantages, benefits on custom list. Let's look at setting now, because I'm still pending to rename this column, and I'm still pending to add attachment, which I am not seeing here. Click on setting, go to list settings. In list setting, see, these are the columns which I have here. Now, what I need to do is I need to click on all item, which is my view. So in this case, I want to click on all item. The moment I click on all item, see, it will show me what all columns are available and in which order, which is first column, which is second column, which is third column. In this case, look out for attachments, click on save. See, here we got an attachment. So meaning in this case, this attachment symbol says that we have an attachment with this item. You want to see, click on edit. You will be able to see this attachment. Okay. So next option. What is another one very, very important advantage of custom list? We can create views. What are views now? Go to list settings. I'm going to show you one very good option, very interesting option rather. I click on, okay, let's move on back. In list setting, you have an option to create a view. Why you create view? Imagine a scenario that you want to filter out items which are last 30 days old. How to do that? Create view, standard view, give it a name, last 30 days expenses. Make this a public view, select all column as it is. I do not want to touch it. If you want to sort it, you can sort it with amount, you can sort it with the category of expense, any column based on whatever you want to sort it. I want to sort it with the created date. Now, here is something I want to do where created is greater than or equals to. Here is something similar to Excel. We can apply formulas. Today represents today date. Today minus 30 represents 30 days old date. Today is 19th June. So today minus 30 will give me approximately 19th of May. So what it is telling, give me all the items, show items only when my created date of that item is greater than or equals to 19th May. So what it gives me from 19th May till today, it shows me all item. How about tomorrow? Tomorrow will be 20th June. Then what it will show? It will show me all the items from 20th June till today. So it will automatically start picking those items and it will start showing me up. Let's do that. So in this case, see, all items are coming. This I am in last 30 days expense view. Let's modify one item. Quick edit. This expense was made on 1st May. Exit. Okay, all items are ASPX. So in this case, this was okay. Sorry, we have to make a condition on expense made on. Let's go to list settings. 30 days expense, my condition should be on expense made on is greater than equals to 30, today minus 30, click OK. Here you go. In all items, it is showing you all the items. But in this 30 days view, you will have only data which is your last 30 days only. Isn't it interesting? Okay. So this was more or less on what is your custom list, how to use your custom list, what all benefit it gives you, what all advantages it gives you. So when it comes to advantages, yes, we have seen a lot of advantages of this custom list. The only limitation is it can store up to 30 million items. There are a few other smaller limitations, but we are not going to touch those limitations. Like we have up to 96 lookup columns we can add and so many other, but we will talk about those limitations when we get into scenario based tutorials. But at this time, because we are going to evaluate or we are going to show what are the benefits of custom list, how to add custom list, how to look at custom list. So this was more or less on overview of custom list. Thank you so much for watching this video. Keep in touch with our channel wherein I'll be posting a lot of other videos on different SharePoint topics. My next video will be on document library. Thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe if you have not. Do like it and share it with your friends as well. Thank you so much for watching this video.